Jones's touchdown run got wiped off the board because of a holding call. We know about the drop from Slayton. Joe Judge's play calling is under fire today. But again, lost and found, because probably nobody's come under more fire than that guy, than Daniel Jones, the controversial 6th overall pick from a few years back from Dave Gettleman, right? And look, football team fans will tell you, he always looks like this against Washington. And he's had flashes over the course of his first 3 years. And let me say this again, his first 3 years. He's 24 years old. Michael, we've been talking a lot about times have changed when it comes to quarterback. He was 24 years old. And he got wheels. He had 95 yards, and that's with the touchdown run getting wiped out right there. That's the hole. So it's like, they may have, Giants fans will throw up in their mouth when they hear this. This is nails on the chalkboard to him. I don't know that they don't have it. Again, the might, right. the idea that you might have found the one, but at 24 years old, and I know his turnovers have been awful. But look, let's call it what it is. Saquon's been hurt. The offensive line has been terrible. He hasn't had the best supporting cast around him. Yes, he's been a turnover machine, but you don't know that Jones ain't the one. Like, the Giants fans want to friend zone Jones, if not, just completely delete his number. They don't want nothing to do with Daniel Jones, most of them. But it's too soon to write him off. So check out, I just want to play some of what they've been saying, because look, his team, you talk about belief. I like what you said about the closer, about Rob Beck. You want to talk about belief, Michael. A lot of that same belief, you're hearing, and that admiration, you're hearing coming out. Like, people saw him and Galladay going at it on the sideline. But some of his teammates are really talking him up and saying all the right things about Daniel Jones. So here's some of the Giants on Daniel Jones.
I'm not going to make any blanket statements right now that's going to go ahead and throw anything on any phase of the ball right now. I see a lot of positive things going forward. There's some things we got to improve on and go forward, but I see a lot of encouraging things. That being said, there's going to be a lot that we got to correct off and take a step forward going fast.
I said, do you have any Daniel Jones headline? Yeah, that wasn't the shout out. Regardless, whether it was Saquon Barkley equating his work ethic to Kobe, whether it was Sterling Shepard saying, hey, you're blind if you don't see it, what this kid has. Yeah. It's not out of the realm of possibility that Daniel Jones always had the tools. But at 24 years old, going in his third season with everything that's going on around him, too soon to write him off. And on the other side of the break, we'll get into Jalen Hurts. I'll give you the last word, but we'll get into Jalen Hurts as well. But again, one game, I'm not saying for sure that the football team and the Giants, their quarterback search is over, the war is over, Zion, the war is over, the machines have returned. No, I'm not saying that it's that they're definitely 10-year starters. I'm saying they might be, and the might is really fun. It's fun to find out. It's fun to see guys make progress and say, you know what, we may not have this void at the most important position much longer.
The last thing I'll say, because I know we got to run, but last thing I'll say on this with the Giants, I agree with you on Daniel Jones. Who knows what you have? He may not be the guy, but he may be the guy. Okay, you don't know. You know why there's so much uncertainty around the Giants, and it's easy. It's like in any sport, there's one position you can always focus on, and football is the quarterback. So we're not going to know anything about Daniel Jones for a couple more years until the Giants become more complete. I just think, like the other team in their city, in New Jersey, is like the Jets. They've got so many holes that it's hard to see, well, who Daniel Jones could be if he had what the team is supposed to have when it gets to the competitive level. I mean, the Giants are a bad roster. So they have some talent. They have sprinkles of talent, like every NFL team. But where the best teams have 7 or 8 holes out of the 53, the Giants have in the double digits, 11 or 12. And until they can, in their important positions, until they can get that together, I think it's a little too soon to say, Gettleman missed it on Daniel Jones. Nah, not just yet. But Gettleman maybe he got Daniel Jones right and he got some other positions wrong.
Well, some
And
other
that's
stuff
why
wrong, yeah.
it's hard to evaluate him.